Hi, this is Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com, specializing in the sales, service, and designs for the outdoor patio heating industry. Here we're going to look at this residential application. What we have here is this pool house, and we have this structure that hangs over the seating area over here. There's a barbecue section and food prep area over here, and then there's a seating area outside of that structure. This area here we're not going to be able to heat up properly with this type of seating. You're not going to really be able to get a ray that's going to travel out here and keep you warm, because you want the ray to hit the your full body, and if it has some kind of structure on a seating like this, then it's going to absorb the heat into that structure and not into your body, and so you really won't feel the warmth. These are infrared light waves. Light waves travel and penetrate mass. Any mass will absorb that light wave, and if you're not in that light wave, your human body being mass, then you will not feel that infrared heat. So let's go ahead and look at the dimensions. Overall dimensions I have here, these are rough dimensions, 9.5 we'll call it, to the ceiling area here, and we have 11.6 by 32 feet 10 this direction here. You can see that the barbecue section goes a little bit further out, but I'm not going to be able to reach that completely unless I had a structure to put it on. So we're going to leave it at that. And let's go ahead and look at what I have here. I have basically 4 of the 6024s up here in the ceiling area, and then I have one 5024, CD5024, so it's a dual element 5000 watt. These are dual element 6000 watt units. I've placed them between these rafters here, so you can see I started at the third, let's say, little bay here. There's lights in the other one, so we can't put units there. You can see that we have plenty of clearance above the heaters, so this is the 6 inches of clearance that needs to be maintained all the way around the back side of the heater itself, and it goes from the back side all the way to this edge over here. One important issue here, or fact, is that these beams here are steel beams, this one and this one here, so that eliminates the need to maintain a clearance to combustible to those items. I do have a clearance to combustibles below, and you can see that this actually penetrates these steel beams, and that is fine because, again, these are non-combustible, and I assume that this post is a steel beam as well, and if it's not, then we will have to make some kind of adjustment. But if the 6x6 rafters here are wood, we're still fine with that, because you can see here, I think, if I can get this in here right, that the clearance is below the heater. Physically, heaters below those 6x6s are as well. They're about 3 inches below. So there you go with that. Let's go ahead and turn that off, and let's look at what kind of heat we can get out of these particular units. So you can see here with the 4 of the 6000 watts, we're able to cover pretty much most of this space here. If I take off the top here, you can see that I'm getting a good coverage throughout this entire space here, with the exception of this doorway, which we don't need to heat up, and yeah, and the area over here, I'm not completely getting that edge here, but this will allow comfortable cooking setup, let's say, or arrangement. So that's why I have this extra 5000 watt. You may not want that there, and that's fine. But yeah, so that's what we have. I think that's about all I can say about this application. I think basically the units are just centered between these 6x6s, and I have them so that they're actually physically centered within the span of the 6x6 here. So that's my center point for the units. Now you can see that and then of course this one here is just matched up with this edge here. The lighting here, if you wanted to move these units so that they're more central within the lighting space, you can see that what happens is I'm not going to be able to capture as much outside edge as I would like to. So let's just give this as an example here. For instance, I'm just going to move this arbitrarily about center between here and here, and you can see that you know, my heat is kind of not really hitting this chair properly. So if you were actually physically in this chair sitting back a little bit, you probably would not feel the warmth of that chair. So let's see if I can do that here. Let's move that back a few inches, and you can see here that you know that you're not in the rays. So that's why I'm trying to keep the units as far out to this edge as possible, and not heat up the wall that we're not really occupying that space there. So all right, well, if you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review what you have, please send your request to designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and patioheat.com. And if you wouldn't mind, give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate that. We don't monetize, we don't advertise. Now, YouTube is advertising on our channel, but we're not getting paid for that. So the only way that we can get more people information about what we do is by your friendly thumbs up. So thank you very much and have a great day.